We've covered a lot of information in this video. I hope you find it enlightening. I hope it helps you make some money, reduce your expenses, increase your income. And again, these are value add strategies for your properties. What's up, all my real estate peeps? This is Lucier with another episode of the Why Not Real Estate Podcast Golden Nugget. The Golden Nuggets will take some tip or technique and we'll unpack it that you can use in your real estate investing portfolio, business, or your toolbox to reduce expenses and increase your income. Today, we're going to review value add strategies. So value add strategies, for the sake of this podcast, we're going to assume that you're already at the point that you've done all your due diligence, you are purchasing this property, and you're creating your value add plan that you can implement to, again, increase your revenue or decrease your expenses. So whether you got it at a discount price or if it was poorly managed, and there's room for improvement, we're going to break down a couple different areas of the property that you can implement some value adds. So these strategies will work on smaller buildings like triplexes, quads, or 12 units, and they can also be applied to the larger complexes with hundreds of units in them. And again, your economy of scale could save you a lot more money or increase your income a lot more. So for the larger properties, there are definitely more opportunities for value add because of common areas like clubhouses, workout and weight rooms, garage parking that you may be able to charge a premium for, being able to implement dog parks or some other type of amenity around that. And there's other things you might be able to do to implement some value add strategies. So let's get started and jump in. So the first area where we're going to explore are the interior of the unit, each unit in the property. Again, whether it's a smaller property, larger property. And these are the types of implementations that you want to do across broad brush. So if you don't want to do like 20 different paint colors, but we'll get into that. But you want to come up with some type of uniform system. So the two rooms that are going to have the biggest impact in your value add are going to be the kitchens and the bathrooms. So let's talk about kitchens first, all right? Your flooring. Kitchens can have a lot of high traffic. They can have water, all these other things going on. So for flooring choices, we like to either implement a vinyl plank, a click down type of vinyl plank. Those are really durable. They'll last about 10 years. And again, depending on your budget and what you're going to do with the property, tile is always an option. Tile can be very durable as well. You could get a premium rent. So flooring, the options we would look for there are vinyl tile plank or possibly tile. And you want to be careful if you're putting tile in areas that may have water. You want to make sure it's not super shiny and glossy, because that could really be a slip and trip hazard, which not desirable. So if you are going to pick a tile for a kitchen or bathroom area, make sure that it's something that's going to work well and give you some traction if it does get wet. Second, in the kitchen, we're going to look at cabinets. So this is going to be on a case-by-case basis. If you're buying a property that has some old, outdated cabinets, you may have worked into your numbers just replacing all the cabinets. And if you're going to do that, great, because it's a lot, I'd say, less time and money to just rip out old cabinets and install brand new cabinets. Of course, if you're going to IKEA and you have to assemble all these cabinets, that's going to add time into your production and installation as well. So products like off-the-shelf Home Depot or some of these other big box stores, if you could buy in bulk, that would be great. Figure out what you need. So cabinets, refinish or replace. And I would spend the extra money on handles and knobs, because that's going to add to the lifespan of your cabinets. And anything as you're doing a rehab that your tenants are going to touch on a daily basis, should be of a little bit higher quality. So your cabinets, you might want to do the long handles on the uppers and maybe knobs, some type of matching on the bottom, something that looks nice, something that will be easy to clean and maintain, and definitely buy these in bulk. So you have plenty down the road if these break or they mysteriously disappear when tenants move out. Now, countertops, this could be a little controversial, countertops, but if you can afford it and if it's in your budget, go with a low-grade granite countertop. I mean, some of these families moving in have probably never had a granite countertop, and this will bump yours up above your competition for desirability and that appeal, the aesthetics of it. And if you're comparing, if you're going to put in a Formica countertop anyways, you might be only looking at a couple $100 more. So if you can charge a higher premium in your rent for putting in or installing some of these upgrades, then you'll know your bottom line better because you have your spreadsheet in front of you. But I would consider granite countertops. The next thing to look at are the appliances. Are your appliances screaming from the 50s that they want to be returned back to the museum? It might be a good idea to upgrade. Again, if you've got hundreds of units, you want to do the shopping and buy in bulk. You want to be careful here because this could really get out of control. But I would definitely do an upgrade to a stainless steel package. If you're going to be buying new stoves, refrigerators, dishwashers, microwaves anyways, you're only looking at a couple $100 from your standard grade to your premium upgrade. So your package might cost an extra $500 times 100. It might be thousands of dollars more in a larger unit, but you're going to know better when you appraise what's that going to do to the value of their property. So if you have strategies to refi or possibly sell within 3 to 5 years, the money that you're going to spend up front is definitely going to pay off out back on the bottom line. So I would consider, I mean, it doesn't have to be the top end stainless steel, but aesthetically, when you walk in, does it look nice? Does it present well? Think of yourself. Would you entertain your family's guests and friends in this unit? So that stainless steel upgrade might cost you an extra $500-600 per unit, but in the long run, it's going to add to your bottom line. Next would be lighting packages. We've done this. Home Depot has these little stick them under the cabinet things that you can recharge USB. You don't need an electrician to do that. They may vanish when a tenant moves out, but you can always have that part as a security deposit to be replaced. But they're nice, little things like that. If you're going to be redoing lighting anyways, then definitely look at can lighting in the ceilings if you can have an electrician run that in. Again, you need to look at your numbers and see what's feasible, but if you are going to try to be charging premium rents, these are some of the details that tenants coming in are going to look at. And does their competition have it? No. Do you have it? Yes. Would they pay a premium with you? Absolutely. So you have to look at your numbers here and figure out what your return on investment is going to be. If it's within a year, 2 years, I think it makes sense because your hold time on the property may meet within those constraints. The last detail, which I absolutely love, and I'll put a couple examples in on this video here, are backsplash tiles. Now, any areas in the unit that are susceptible to water being sprayed out of a sink or cooking, splashing against the back wall, grease, right? We've had disasters with grease. People are cooking and now the drywall is saturated with grease. We've had to rip it out. So that's another great thing about a backsplash. They're desirable and they're durable. With a little bit of scrub, maybe a magic eraser, a little Windex, something like that, you can bring back a backsplash tile to looking just as good as the day that it was installed. And of course, you're going to get a premium here. This is something we've done in our rental units for years and years and years, to the point where we've had skids of backsplash tiles that we could pick and choose. Like, would I suggest having 20 different flavors and brands? Probably not. But if you've got maybe 2 or 3, maybe one that you use in bathrooms, one that you use in kitchens, and then if there's another area that you might want to mix it up or use it as an accent, that would be great. So again, flooring, cabinets, countertops, appliances, lighting packages, and backsplashes. Those are all great things to be looking at for upgrades in your value add for a kitchen. The next value add opportunity we're going to unpack in this video are bathrooms. Again, this is your second room that is going to add the most value to the overall property, the aesthetics of the unit. When people coming in, if a wife or girlfriend is coming in, this is where people are going to be starting their day, and it can really help set the mood. If it's clean and custom and it makes them feel great when they start their day, they're absolutely going to love that bathroom. So some of the things that we need to look at here, again, just like in a kitchen, we're going to look at flooring. How many complaints do we get of leaking ceilings because of bathtubs splashing over, going through the flooring and all that? This is a great opportunity to seal up this area to make it watertight. So if you're using, again, we like the vinyl tile plank, and you can buy this by the skid in bulk, get it at a really good rate. That's a good option. It'll last at least 10 years. If your budget allows, I would always go for tile. That you can seam up all around the edges to make sure it's water impervious, so you're not going to get those calls of water leaking down because of overflow or oversplash out of the tub. And again, be careful here, because you know people are going to be getting out of the tub or the shower. They're going to be wet. You want to make sure that this has some satin to it or a little bit of a grain to it. You don't want it to be glossy and slippery, where someone could actually hurt themselves slipping on a tile floor and getting out of the bathroom. So another thing you want to look at, and this is more on the savings part, if you're going to renovate a bathroom anyway, then I would absolutely look at energy efficient toilets, the aerators that you can put in sinks. All that does, it may reduce the water pressure a little bit, but it saves you gallons per day, per week, per month, per year on your water bill. So you want to look at these energy shower heads and energy saving, water saving toilets, appliances, sinks, stuff like that. Same thing in the kitchen if you're going to be replacing those as well. Again, this is going to be for your toilets, your faucets, your showers, and again, anything that your tenant is going to touch on a day-to-day basis, you may want to have a little bit higher quality. I'm not going to bash brand names here, but you know what they are. You know what's a good quality brand. I would definitely update to a good quality brand. And then again, if you're doing a full ensemble tub, the full 9 yards with the tub, the sprayer, the shower, the whole 9 yards, or versus a shower stall, definitely do the upgrades here that you need to do. I would absolutely do a tile surround on any tub or anything that's going to have water on it. These plastic ones that you can install, they're pretty flimsy. They're not going to get you premium rents, and you're going to have to repair them. They break, they damage, people might pull on them and while they're slipping in the shower or something and tear the whole thing right off the wall. Those handles break all the time. So here again, I would go the extra quality and do the tile surround. You're never going to have to redo it, okay? That's the other thing. You're definitely going to get your return on investment for a custom tile tub surround. So again, for bathrooms, you want to look at flooring, vanities. If you can put in a double sink, absolutely do that, because that's going to add value and peace between the couple that's in there. Water saving toilets, shower heads, faucets, do those tub surrounds, do them custom. A really great thing to do if you can do it in your rehab. Find between the studs and do that insert where you can do that little custom cubby for the shower or the shaving kit, that little insert into the wall. And it's always nice if you can do a different style tile on that, just to add a little appeal. And we do this all the time. We'll do an accent above and an accent below. You don't have to go crazy, but you could spend money on a lower grade tile to do the entire wall, and then jazz it up with a higher grade tile just for the accents, for the strip, and those shower shampoo cubbies. So those are bathrooms, another great value add. So we've covered a lot of information in this video. I hope you find it enlightening. I hope it helps you make some money, reduce your expenses, increase your income. And again, these are value add strategies for your properties. This is Brian Lucier from the Why Not Real Estate Podcast, signing off, and we'll see you on the next one.